everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this very pretty block stitch shawl and also how to do this very sweet picot border. If you love all things crochet and are passionate about the craft, then you have definitely come to the right place. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my future crochet videos. Now for my shawl I used 1 cake of yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. This has given me a great size to wrap around my neck like a triangle scarf. If you wanted a very, very large shawl, I would recommend using 2 of these cakes. All the information about this yarn is down in the description box below this video, so don't forget to hit show more to expand that box where you'll find everything down there. All right, let's leap into how you crochet the block stitch shawl. To start your crochet block stitch shawl, we're going to have a magic ring. Now, if you don't like the magic ring, you can substitute this out for chaining 5 and then slip stitch to join to that very first chain to create a little circle. And you can pop all your stitches into that circle instead. But straight from this magic ring, I'm going to go ahead and chain 7, which counts as my first treble stitch. That's an American treble, and a chain 3. So chain 7 to start. Then into the magic ring, we're going to place 4 treble stitches. Now a treble is yarn over twice, then go into the magic ring, pull up a loop. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the final 2. That is your very first treble stitch. So that's 1 done, and we need a total of 4. So go ahead and place 3 more trebles into your magic ring. Chain 3 and place 4 more treble stitches into your magic ring. Chain 3 and place 1 last treble into this center ring. So you can go ahead and tighten up that ring now. Remember to pull it nice and tight. Then for round 2, we're going to chain 5, which counts as your first double crochet and a chain 2. Turn your work and place a single crochet into this very first chain 3 space. Chain 5. Place a single crochet into the next chain 3 space. Chain 5. And place a single crochet back into that very same chain 3 space. Chain 5. Single crochet into this chain space right at the end. Chain 2 and then place a double crochet into the 4th chain of this chain 7 from the round below. If you can't find it, don't worry too much. But you want to aim for the sort of outside edge. So leave two or three of those chains like so. For round 3, chain 7, which counts as a treble crochet and a chain 3. Then turn your work. Place 4 treble stitches into this first chain 2 space. Chain 1 and place 4 treble crochet into the next chain space, this chain 5 space over here. Chain 1 and now into this chain 5 loop at the top. So this is like the central spine running up the middle of your shawl. Into this chain 5 space here, we're going to work 4 trebles, chain 3, 4 trebles, all into the same loop. Feel free to scooch them round if you're running out of space. So that's my first 4 trebles. Now chain 3 and pop 4 more back into that same chain space. Chain 1, place 4 trebles into the next chain 5 space. So we're coming back down the other side now. Chain 1, and now into this very end space, we're going to place 4 treble stitches, chain 3, and pop a treble into the third chain from the chain 5 below. You may need to scooch your stitches around a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Pop a treble in that third chain. So from this point on, we're simply going to be repeating rows 2 and rows 3 for as big as you want your project to be. And then I will show you how to do the border. But before that, let's do a recap of row 2 and 3, just so you're set up ready to go. So for your next row, which would be a repeat of row 2, we're going to chain 5, turn your work and place a single crochet into this first chain space. Chain 5. Single crochet into the chain 1 space in between your sets, your block stitch sets. Chain 5 and repeat this all the way up the side of your shawl. Single crocheting in between your sets of treble stitches into that chain 1 space. Once you reach the top of your work, into this chain 3 space of the spine, place a single crochet, chain 5, and another single crochet. So you form a little loop right up at the top. Then coming back down the other side, just as before, chain 5, single crochet into that chain 1 space in between your sets of trebles, and then chain 5. Do this all the way down the side. And then when you reach the very last part, we're going to chain 5, single crochet into this chain space at the end, chain 2, and place a double crochet into the 4th chain of this chain 7. Oops, if you can. There we go, I got it. Crocheting your hair into your work is, of course, entirely optional. So you'll always have this chain round in between your trebles round. And the repeat of row 3 here is chain 7, turn your work and place 4 treble crochet into this very first chain 2 space. Chain 1, and then up the side in each of these chain 5 loops, 4 treble crochet, chain 1, 4 treble crochet, chain 1, 4 treble crochet, all the way up the side. Once you've come all the way up the side and you hit this little chain 5 loop in the sort of central spine, you're going to chain 1 and into that chain 5 space right at the top, 4 treble, chain 3, 4 treble stitches, all into that same chain 5 space. Scooch them round if you need to. So you've come up the side, done the middle central section, and then coming back down this side, just as before, chain 1, 4 treble, chain 1, 4 treble, working into your chain 5 spaces. Once you reach this very end section, you want to go ahead and chain 1, and into this chain 5 loop, we're going to place 4 treble crochet. Then chain 3. More of my hair, beautiful. And we're going to end with a treble crochet into the 3rd chain of that chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, end with a treble. So you can see this grows very, very quickly. After just a few rounds, I'm already struggling to keep it all in shot, but you keep repeating rows 2 and 3 until your shawl is the size you want it to be. Now, if you want to add the very pretty picot edge border, you want to end on this repeat of row 3. So you don't want to end on a single crochet chain round. You want to end on this treble crochet round. All right, so let's pretend my shawl is now full size and I'm ready to add the picot border. To do that, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Place a single crochet in that exact same stitch where you just chained from. Now we're going to do a chain 3 picot. How we do that is chain 3, and then I like to slip stitch in these 2 front bar sections of that single crochet. If you prefer to slip stitch into this first of the 3 chains, you can, but I personally skip those 3 chains, and here with this single crochet I pick up the 2 loops of the front of that stitch and put my slip stitch in there. I find that makes your picots lie nice and flat. Chain 3, and now into this chain space here, place a single crochet. We're going to do another chain 3 picot. So chain 3, complete your picot however you prefer, but I like to pick up these 2 strands of the single crochet and slip stitch into there. Chain 3, and now place your single crochet in between the 2nd and 3rd treble stitch of your group of 4. So right in the middle, just squish in between those 2 stitches and place a single crochet. Chain 3 picot, chain 3, single crochet into the chain 1 space in between your sets of 4, and again picot on the top of that single crochet. Chain 3, and single crochet in between the 2nd and 3rd stitch of your little 4 treble block, and picot. So you're going to want to repeat this all the way up. So chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 space, picot, chain 3, single crochet in between your stitches, picot, chain 3, in the chain 1 space, pop your single crochet, picot, fed up on me saying picot yet? Chain 3 and single crochet in between your sets of stitches. Do that all the way up the row. Once you reach the top, this sort of middle central spine. Just going to finish off my picot here. Chain 3 and place a single crochet into this central space here. Do your picot. Chain 3 and then move on back down this side. So you've got all your little picots running up one edge, rotate and come back down. So the next place you put your single crochet will be in between your stitches. And then continue back down the side just as you have been. Chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 space, picot, chain 3, single crochet in between your stitches. Once you reach this very end part of your shawl, just as you have been, put your single crochet in between your 4 trebles and do your little chain 3 picot on top. Then chain 3 and single crochet into this last chain space. Do your little picot on top. Chain 3 and end with a single crochet into the 4th chain of your chain 7. Then pop a cheeky little picot on top. Chain 1, cut your yarn, leaving a decent tail to weave in after. Pull that through the loop, pull it tight, and your shawl will be complete. So something worth noting, once you've finished this little border, it will kick everything out and give you an overall sort of crescent shape. Now that is absolutely fine. If you want to leave it like that, you can, or you can do what I did, which was to block the entire thing. Now by blocking it, it gives you a nice straight triangular edge rather than this sort of curving in crescent shape. But that is entirely optional. I mean, I definitely recommend blocking this at the end if you want a traditional triangular shape, but it is of course entirely optional. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you go on to enjoy making your block stitch shawls, and until next time, happy crocheting!